What's good in the YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing you guys another video, and today I'll be bringing you guys a video on Power Morphicon 2018. This video focuses specifically on the Lightning Collection. The Lightning Collection was announced during Power Morphicon 2018 during the Hasbro panel, where they confirmed this new line of figures, which they went into detail on the specific changes that this line will have compared to the Legacy Collection. Keep in mind that the Legacy figures may or may not continue. It's not confirmed as of now as to what's going to happen with the Legacy figure line. It may continue, or this may be the continuation of it. We don't know for sure, but what we do know is that the first Lightning Collection figure will be the White Ranger for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, the details that we have learned about this figure and just the line in general is that it's going to have some pretty cool things compared to what the Legacy Collection or the Legacy figures had. I'm going to go through them right now so you guys know this. For starters, the things that they say that will make these figures special are the Lightning Collection launches spring of 2019, so next year, like fairly early on. The most show authentic Power Rangers figures ever, which definitely says something if you're gonna go out of your way to say that. 6-inch scale, so that's fairly similar to the Legacy figures. Real world proportions and textures and more, so that's important. They're going to represent how they really looked in the show and really try to go for authenticity in detail and everything. New anthology series approach, mixed waves. So what that kind of sounds like is they're not just going to go with Mighty Morphin, Mighty Morphin, Mighty Morphin, Mighty Morphin, Mighty Morphin, Mighty Morphin. Maybe they'll go with White Ranger, Red Ranger, like Mighty Morphin, White Ranger, Pink Zeo Ranger, Turbo Blue Ranger, In Space Silver Ranger, I don't know, Lost Galaxy Magna Defender. You never know. They may go all over the place, or they may have a couple from each, and then maybe they'll have 3 from one season, 3 from another season, then they'll jump to another season entirely different, then they'll go back to this other one. Maybe they'll jump all around. We don't really know yet. We'll have to wait and see. Next detail, they talk about 27 points of articulation. That's pretty similar, if not either the same or a little bit more or a little less than the Legacy figures. So I don't really remember exactly how many points of articulation the Legacy figures have. I know it's something relatively close. I don't remember if it's the same or a little bit more or less, but that sounds pretty good. Accessories are included, so that's good to note. I'm curious as to what that will be for certain figures. Weapons included, optional sound effects included, swappable photo real actor likeness included. So first of all, accessories, that's good to note. I like that. Weapons are really good. So accessories and weapons. Trying to think about certain Rangers, what that might mean. What kind of accessories they could include. Maybe they'll include special morphers, special weapons, additional weapons for certain Rangers. Like maybe we won't just see Saba for the White Ranger. Maybe we'll see some other weapon or some other thing that maybe stands out from that season, from Mighty Morphin Season 2 and Season 3. Maybe we'll see the Falcon coin utilized, or I don't know, there's a lot of possibility here. The fact that you can also swap the head so that it features the, the regular civilian head on it, that's also really cool. Another thing that I'm wondering about is that since a number of Rangers, especially the female Rangers, have long hair, is it going to be a situation where the hair is a separate piece, or is it going to be where the hair is just kind of kept in the helmet? How is that going to work? Is the helmet something that kind of attaches on? Is it something that is a separate piece on its own? How is that all going to work? I don't know yet. Optional sound effects, interesting. I'm curious as to why they're optional. First of all, does that mean that they'll have certain figures that will have sound effects and other ones that won't? Or will it be the thing where, and this is what I'm expecting it to be, where you can choose whether or not you want the sounds on or not? Interesting though that they choose to call it optional though. It's sort of like, doesn't that just basically mean you get to choose whether or not you want sounds on? What I'm hoping for that could lead to is maybe special phrases from the show, their transformation phrases. Like if it's my Morphin, they say it's Morphin time. If it's Zeo, same thing. If it's Turbo, they say shift into Turbo. Or maybe if it's my Morphin, they'll say their individual Ranger colors, or they'll say their roll call sequence. If you have all of them together, like if you have the my Morphin Rangers, they'll go Tyrannosaurus. You know, like they'll go through each Ranger color and they do that. Or they'll go Dragon Sword, so on and so forth. You know, that could be so exciting to see that whole roll call sequence happening. Maybe there'll be interactions between the Rangers. We don't know yet. Could be cool if there is interactions between all the Rangers in voice clips. That would be super exciting. But I don't know anything for sure. I don't know if they'll use voices that are similar or the same as the actors, or if they will just go for voices that are sound-alikes. Hopefully, if they're going for sound-alikes, they sound pretty decent, but nothing is confirmed until we know for sure. As far as other things go that they said, I'm trying to double check here. The likeness, I said, that's really good. I don't know if we'll be getting any Zord, like Build-A-Zord or Build-A-Megazord kind of figure pieces. This doesn't really sound like we are, but I'm curious about what other things we'll be getting. Even though, yes, Build-A-Megazord sounded like a cool idea, this sounds really good. I mean, again, the main thing we want is Ranger figures. Ranger figures are cool. I like Rangers. I like Power Rangers. Megazords are great too, but, you know, if I could take really good, high-quality Ranger figures over, you know, Build-A-Megazord stuff, I'd do that any day, just because I'd rather not have to be dealing with making Megazords from getting all these figures. I'd rather just know that I get them for the purposes of knowing that I have the complete season. You know what I mean? And again, who knows what other things they could get. Maybe they make villains. Maybe they make monsters. Maybe they make putties in these kind of scales. That could be really cool. If they do putties, maybe they'll do the different weapons, or they'll have swappable arms, like ones that have like the big fist, or ones that have like the big boulder fist, or ones that actually have like an actual weapon. Who knows? There's a lot of possibilities. They could do all sorts of things. Maybe they do major villains like Lord Zed, Rita Repulsa, some of the other general characters like Goldar, Rito. Those are just from my Morphin, but who knows? Zeo, King Mondo, Prince Gasket, Prince Sprocket, Queen Machina, Princess Archerina. You know, all those characters are possible. We'll have to wait and see. I'm very excited for this. As far as whether or not I'm expecting this to replace the Legacy figures, I personally think there's a good chance that it will, but I'm not holding my breath that the Legacy figures will end. I think that there's always a possibility that they could do a continuation. I'm not sure for a fact that they will do it. I think that as of now, I'm expecting it to probably end when that releases, but I'm not going to commit to it for absolute certainty until I hear official word from Hasbro that is what is happening. So keep that in mind. For me right now, I'm not assuming anything for absolute certainty until I hear official word from Hasbro. So otherwise, that's about it for me, guys. I'd love to know your opinion about the Lightning collection. Are you guys excited? Which Rangers are you hoping to see other than the White Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Are you hoping to see villains, putties, generals, monsters? Do you think those things will happen? If so, leave your comments below, and I'd love to know your guys' opinions about all that. So until then, guys, I'm Crazy Samurai 71, and see you guys in the next video. So until then, guys, so that's about it, and goodbye, guys.